Londo here. Um, as you can see in the screen, we got some cute kids, probably around the ages of 5. I'd say 5, 4 or 5 or 6 years old. And I'm going to be brief with this video. The reason why I put up this photo is because the kids are the future, right? That's what we say, right? And in today's society, kids are being very heavily influenced and are being misdirected. And I always wondered in my life would I have the opportunity to want to raise kids. People have told me many a times that you have the makings of a good father, or you have the attributes of a good father. And I say, how do you say? You know what I'm saying? And what I want to put myself in that situation to raise kids in today's Western society. I mean, and I ask myself, is it really worth raising kids in today's society? With all the many negative influences that I won't go into, because obviously YouTube is making my my commentary difficult to post now because of the controversial posts that I put. I'm going to have to be a little more G rated or PG rated with my content. And I question, kids are very innocent when they are this age, as you can see in this thumbnail. But they are taught things. They are indoctrinated with things. And when you indoctrinate kids, because they are going to be left with an understanding of a certain type of way of thinking. Okay, this is all caused by the certain racism that goes on today. It was learned in the home. Again, goes back to the home. And we don't really put out these things. We want to put out how when you have kids, it's a representation of yourself, and you boast about it. You say, look, I got kids. But are you willing to really take care of your kids? I got a situation now where I was led to believe that my sister was doing the right thing when she met her Ghanaian husband. And they have a little kid together, which is my niece. She's 3 years old. She's soon to be 3. The influences that she's under right now are very questioning. Like, how are you going to say that you're raising a kid to love God when she is in a home that has her adoptive grandfather being with a person that shares the same anatomy? How are you going to explain that when God looks down upon those certain things, that the act of that is not presentable to the entity called the one that made the heavens and the earths? How are you going to explain that to a kid that you're teaching all about Christianity and God? Okay. Things to consider. What are the influences that the kid is being around? And I ask you parents, and to be aspiring parents. I'm not an aspiring parent. I'm here to analyze this thing we call procreating and creating kids on earth, because to me, I feel that sometimes it's not really conducive because of the elements out here these days and what's being indoctrinated and what's being exposed on a kid in the current situation that we're in now. It's very hard to guard your kids. You know what I mean? So with that in mind, I just want you to think on those things. All your aspiring parents out there that want kids. A lot of you guys, SYSBM, you guys promote the fact of, the kids are still black if they're if the biological father has the same makeup as we do. But the kid's going to identify what they want to identify with at the end of the day. And if they're mixed race, they can go either way. They can say, well, I'm this or I'm that. Just things to factor in. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about the children are the future and the future of setting forth a brand new breed of other human beings to think and hope that they can have a positive mark on this world one day when we're gone. I don't know. But just something to think about. You aspiring parents, you aspiring SYSBM guys out there, just something to think about. All right, I'm out.